Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the formerly known as podcast. I'm your host, Reed Wilson, and today I'm brought to you with Trent Tatum and Seth Butler, and no ads, maybe the letter B. But how are you guys feeling today at this
Hello, man.
nondescript time of day?
I'm doing good. It's bright outside here, so
Yeah,
I'm happy.
It goes nowhere.
Happy to be here, everybody.
I'm happy to be here as well. This is Seth coming at you, and I'm drinking today. Really had to scramble to find something to drink in terms of beverages. I'm actually finishing off a Better Goods lightly essenced coconut lime sparkling water.
Better than what?
Better than Goods, I guess. I don't know. And then after I finish that, I got about a sip left. I'll be working on the last of the Lindemans Chardonnay that I was drinking a couple weeks ago, and then I bought some beers, and then I didn't have to drink it anymore. But now I need to finish it because I'm out of beers again. Oh, and then obviously I have the bleach bottle vodka shot too.
Nice,
nice, man. It's funny that you talk about sparkling water because that's what I'm drinking today too. I've got Soleil, which is the Safeway brand, but it's the black cherry flavor, and it tastes almost identical to like a Dr. Pepper. It's crazy.
Wow.
No way.
It's good, dude. It's good.
Doubt. Big time doubt.
It's pretty freaking good, man. If you think about the Dr. Pepper, think about Dr. Pepper, but like no sugar.
What about like a diet Dr. Pepper?
Not like a zero sugar Dr. Pepper.
So think of,
but like a not sweet Dr.
sugar
Pepper.
In it. You know, the one that has no sugar in it. Yeah, this one.
No sugar and no aspartame. All right.
I love that aspartame. That's the shit. I love that stuff. Drinking it all my Coke. I got some high noons still because I still have a shitload of them left, but like they're kind of making my tummy hurt, so I might wane off of those and just go to water.
Is high noon? Is that like a barstool thing?
It's like a cowboy thing.
No. Yeah. I just saw some people talking about it has some kind of connection to Barstool. I don't know if they're like owned by them or what, but that made me less interested.
Tony drinks them a lot, so like I just kind of got them because they look nice. They look kind of cool. They look better than White Claws do.
They're not as cowboy-y as I think they could be.
It's high noon.
Considering it's high noon.
It's vodka seltzer. I would assume it would have had some kind of
whiskey sarsaparilla
or mezcal. Yeah. something Western, something
yeah,
hot and whatnot. No, but I think I'm drinking plum right now. That one's kind of bad. I got lemon and peach on deck.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna have to try those one day.
I feel like plum is not a flavor that's gonna get butts and seats. Like I feel like people are not going out for plum. You know
know what? Give me plum over grapefruit any day.
Yeah, grapefruit also. I feel like it's a bad flavor choice.
It's so popular too. Anything like a lot of these sparkling waters and seltzers and equivalents have a grapefruit flavor, and it just makes me want to die. Like I always thought grapefruit would be so cool because it's got their own little spoon and everything, but it doesn't taste good, and it's a real pain in the ass. And whatnot.
Yeah.
So the plum's pretty decent. I don't mind the plum. Got it in my Cane's cup because it had all the ice in there. So.
Nice, dude.
Nice. That's also kind of why my tummy hurts because I went to Raising Cane's. You're not eating anything all day.
I wish Seattle had a singular good fried chicken place. That would be crazy. That would be insane.
I saw a Reddit post today, and it was like my review of living in Chicago after 1 month, and this person came from Seattle, and like related every single like part that they went to in Chicago to someplace in Seattle, and I'm like, nah, no way. Some of these have to be a stretch.
Yeah.
You're telling me you got a free park in Seattle? I don't think so. You got a free zoo? Mm-mm.
I don't know. I've never been to the zoo. I don't know if it's free.
Well, speaking of...
Well, cheers, everybody. I'm going to take the shot.
Yeah. I don't really have a good segue right now, but you guys been in on the... I'm going to bring back an old segment that we used to do. Like it was like, where is Zooey Deschanel right now? Or what's Zooey Deschanel up to? Yeah. But this time it's what our other, commonly talked about celebrity on the podcast, Timothée Chalamet. What's Timothée Chalamet doing right now?
Okay.
Because right now he's chilling in a wax museum as a Madame Tussauds thing. She got his
Oh
first
yeah.
wax tattoo, and originally this was going to be a better story, but then I think it's fake. There's news going around lately from one particular tweet from Pop Crave, but it's not actually Pop Crave. That's saying that the statue got stolen. Right, someone stole the Timothée Chalamet wax statue, but
Mm.
basically all the internet shit I saw was basically a ball sack sports. They got ball sack sports. It's not actually Pop Crave that did this. It's Pooh Crave. I'll put the link in the chat. So everyone was buying into this Pooh Crave tweet, thinking it was Pop
Who
Crave.
crave?
Seth, I want you to tell me, what is Pop Crave or Poo Crave or Ball Sack Sports?
Oh, that's another topic that we got on the list too.
Because I don't know any of those words, dude.
Pop Crave is like a pop culture like news outlet Twitter
Okay.
account, and
Okay.
Pooh
All right.
Crave is pop without a P and with the O.
And
Mhm.
I see that this is part of the Elon Musk failure of Twitter and X, that whoever owns Poo Crave can just get that verified, and then
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh, this has got to be it," right? I mean, Pop Crave, as far as I know, is just a pop culture news whatever outlet.
Mhm.
And I guess Poo Crave is trying to capitalize on that too. The wax statue, though, is not bad.
Oh,
The
it looks
eyebrows are off, I
it's
think.
crazy. This is the best wax statue I've ever seen a picture of. It's
I
nuts.
think the eyebrows are a little
Mhm.
too full. But yeah, it looks like him. And when you said where's Timothy Chalamet now? Like, I'm surprised I haven't seen the Challengers movie, but I feel like he should have been in that.
Yeah, I feel like Zendaya's kind of cooking him right now. Like Zendaya's in more movies than she is. He is. So I don't know if any
Yeah.
of her movies have been nominated for anything. I think a couple of the ones that he was in were nominated for some stuff.
Yeah. Zendaya is more of a Marvel actress.
Mm,
Mm.
interesting.
More popularly
Yeah.
successful.
Yeah. Timothy
Unlike,
Chalamet is more of
unlike
an A24
you.
guy.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, and Wonka's very A24 like.
Yeah. If you guys were going to steal a wax statue, who would you steal a wax statue of?
Ooh, good question.
Well, let's see who's got
I
one.
don't know. I don't
I
know
feel like everybody's
who has
got
a
one.
wax statue. Yeah.
I've been
Is
on
there
a
like a
mega list.
roster at Madame Tussauds and it like
You know, it'd be
rotates?
a
Or
cool.
like,
You
They
know
put
what
him
would
in
be
the
the
Disney vault.
coolest? Do what?
They put him in the Disney vault. They're like, man, we've really got a lot of play out of LL Cool J and like Ice Cube,
LL
right?
Cool
And
J?
then we had to put some new people in. Let's get Logic in there. We got to take the Drake statue out and put someone else in there.
Put up the Kendrick. Put up the Kendrick in there.
It's $40 to go there. It looks like
Where's
at
this
most of
at?
these places. There's a
LA?
bunch of them. There's a ton of them.
No.
This is what I was looking at is Hollywood, but there's Hollywood, Orlando, Las Vegas, San Francisco, Nashville, and New York, and that's just in America. The one that
Damn.
we're talking about with the
Okay.
Timothée
Wow.
Chalamet, that's in the London one, I believe. There's one
Mm.
in Dubai. There's one in Sydney. There's like
Yeah.
8 of them in Asia. Tokyo's got one. Wuhan's got one. Shout out the flu. And then
Mhm.
Shout out the flu.
place
I'm
called
trying to
Uh,
think what the funniest one to steal would be.
I'm still a Megan Thee Stallion statue. I'm on a Megan Thee Stallion kick.
okay.
Her song Boa has a really cool music video that's real good, and she releases a new freestyle every Monday called Megan Mondays, and she's been killing it. She put out freestyle over like a G6. Remember that song?
Yeah.
You know, getting slizzard, whatever that means. Like I always knew that was a weird one. Slizzard. That's like fetch. That shit never took off.
Yeah. Yeah. That's tough. That's tough.
I
I was
think
thinking
I
it would
would.
be. You got it, Seth.
I think I would steal the statue of Madame Marie Tussaud. I think that would be pretty ironic and
Metafic.
good. I was just looking at her. She's got her own Wikipedia page. Famous wax sculptor. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would miss that one though. Right?
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I was thinking it'd be funny to steal like uh, to do a lot of damage, at least to the Nashville one. You could steal the Dolly Parton one.
Ooh,
That'd be
yeah.
cool. That'd be pretty rad.
Yeah. People would be angry about that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm
Uh,
pulling up the story right now, but someone tried to buy Graceland recently, and they were denied.
Oh
Like
yeah.
so the whoever owns the
Yeah,
Presley,
you don't mess with Elvis's estate.
like the Presley estate, like family or whatever. Like
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like the granddaughter at this point. Like they were trying to get there. There was a lawsuit going through, or like a bill of sale going through to buy it, and like from some company or whatever, saying that like whoever was the mother of this person had put it up as collateral for a loan. Turns out all that was a hoax. They were just trying to like swindle the Presley estate and get Graceland, which is this is where he was born, where he lived or whatever. It's one of the
Mm-hmm.
most popular
Yeah,
places in Tennessee.
and it's like a museum too, right?
It's a register of historic places by the United States of America. Yeah, I don't know
Mm.
if you can buy that. Like, I don't think you like when does something become unbuyable? Like, you can't like edit. Like some people, like when we were staying in that cold ass house right in Jacksonville,
yeah.
Mhm.
and like yeah, can't do anything to it because it's a historic ass house. It's like 150 years old. It's got to stay. Can't do nothing about it.
And 150 isn't even that old. I mean, that's older than Graceland, I'm sure, but like,
It's half the
you
age of
know,
our country. It's not that big of a
yeah.
deal.
But in the grand scheme, it's like, I'm sure if you live in like, Spain or whatever, or like, China, anywhere where there's been like, I don't know, like the Romans have been around for thousands of years or whatever. It's like you can tear down something that's 150 years old. You do it all the time.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
think
if
about
it's
the
like
Roman
older than
Empire. It's crazy.
2000, you can't touch it. So,
Yeah, right.
um, but yeah, I don't know. I've been to Graceland. I wouldn't buy it. It's kind of cool. Especially if when you buy it, it comes with all the old like Elvis suits and stuff because there were all these weird leather get ups they have like on display and stuff. And there's a
Yeah,
plane there. You can walk onto his private jet and stuff. So
dude.
everybody, I'm sure, is
Imagine.
really excited for Taylor Swift's future
Oh, I'd
home
steal that. I'd
tour
steal her statue.
where you're going to be able to go on her plane,
Yeah,
which
that's
like
huge.
single-handedly extincted a bunch of animals, I'm sure. So
Oh, dude, yeah,
Imagine,
I'd steal hers too.
imagine just being like a super rich tech bro and successfully buying Graceland, and then just showing up to your office job in a fucking like bedazzled leather suit.
yeah, would be
And
cool.
then everybody be like, "Yo, you just bought Graceland?" And you'd be like,
Yeah, about Graceland.
"Yeah."
Yeah, you know what they said
uh,
after they bought Graceland? They
I'm
said,
going to Graceland.
they said thank you very much, and then
Oh,
they did that deal,
Oh yeah, of course, of course.
and then they went and dated their like 14-year-old wife or whatever, whoever however old
Oof,
Priscilla was, not very old.
oof.
yeah, I think she was pretty young, but hey, different times. He's just a
Is
hunk of
it though?
burning love.
I just
Different,
saw a map the other day. I just saw a map the other day that it showed like the whole U.S. and their like minimum age for marriage.
Mm.
why were you
And
looking at that?
no, it was on TikTok. It was like one of those things where it's like, hey, here's a bunch of different maps. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. TikTok r/Matt porn.
But anyways, uh, there's no minimum age to get married in Mississippi, which is actually where Elvis is from. So
And gross. Don't
yeah,
forget to mention
it's in.
gross. Shout out to
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mississippi keeping Alabama at 49 in most things.
that's right. Thank God for Mississippi.
Roll Tide.
So
Speaking of, oh, you go. You speak up. You speak of something.
I've got a age of consent conspiracy theory situation
Oh, okay.
that I was going to transition this into. I speaking of things that you saw on TikTok, I saw a TikTok about this, which is a kind of interesting conspiracy situation uh, that believes that Ghislaine Maxwell, who was like Jeffrey Epstein's like vice president
Assistant.
of
Yeah.
gross
Like fixer.
undertakings,
Yeah.
who is now in jail. She has not been. Um,
She hasn't talked about Boeing yet, so she's still alive.
Yeah. Well, there's a conspiracy theory that she was like the number one person on Reddit for like 20 years. Which is important because apparently, according to these conspiracy theory people, the name of the Reddit user is Maxwell Hill, and you can Google that and Maxwell Hill conspiracy and find a bunch of stuff about this. But it's like, why would it matter? Like, what do you have to gain by being active on Reddit and stuff like that? But I don't really use Reddit very much. But if you post a lot and post helpful stuff, you get like rewarded, and your
you're
account.
You're a weirdo. If you post on Reddit, you're a weirdo. Like Reddit is for lurkers only. You get karma. You get karma if you when you make a post, things can either get upvoted or downvoted. But if you're in on the Reddit scene, things can get updooted or downdooted. They're calling it doots because people are weird. This is a segment we'll do some other time about Reddit. I just thought of it now, but we'll do it later at some point when I prepare. Called "Is it porn or is it a different subreddit?" Because there's a lot of subreddits on there that have the word porn in it, but they're not actually porn. So you're gonna have to tell us.
Oh,
For example, map porn, which I threw back out earlier, is a Reddit subreddit, which is like their little like communities, but it's not actually porn. It's not like busty. Like it's not like a busty.
It's just like cool maps.
Projection. Yeah, it's just like look at his map.
Yeah, I think people. You can't use porn as willy nilly as you can other words. Like anyway,
I know when I see it though.
So the evidence. So this Maxwell Hill account, they were the first Reddit account ever to 1 million karma. But anyway, apparently they were very active on like world news, politics, and technology communities. They were the number one person with karma for a period of time. At the time of like the posting of this article, they were the 12th most karma'd, and this was like months and months after their arrest, so they were like kind of in the lead. But the reason, like the theory is like they were kind of playing a long game, because if you are able to have more karma, like you're rewarded with the algorithm in searching and like SEO on Reddit. So the things that you post will show up prior to stuff that people with less karma post. And so while this Maxwell Hill account is very helpful on like world news and politics and stuff like that, this account also did some funky, weird stuff, like posting not necessarily like helpful resources or answers to questions, like they did most of the time, but posting like questions about why the age of consent was set to be at certain things, or like questions about like international waters and like suggestions for like how we can better structure things to like have private islands not be under the laws of whatever. So like it is kind of like, it seems like a very bad strategy maybe for bringing about changes in like age of consent and like this international waters thing to make Jeffrey Epstein's crimes less punishable, but it does kind of line up.
You're right.
Ghislaine Maxwell
is like a regular.
I doubt she's posting like crazy on there. Also, shout out Alex Jones. I'll never not call her Ghislaine.
Well, she's not posting anymore because she's in jail. But yeah, so they haven't posted since she went to jail, which is kind of interesting. They posted every day for 14 years, every day, but then they stopped posting when she went to jail. So that's another thing.
I don't know. I just have a hard time believing that anyone who's as rich as Ghislaine would ever be like a Redditor, because those things that they're talking about, even though they are kind of like, they would make sense for her to be talking about, kind of, I guess.
Yeah.
It's also just a very like average Joe on Reddit,
F62. Am I the asshole for abducting children and having them on a sex highway?
Let me know when they post, when Maxwell Hill posts about that.
Everyone sucks here. Everyone should go to jail here.
Funny enough, Seth, you told us to bring conspiracy theories if we had any, and I was gonna
Yeah.
say
Uh-huh.
that Ghislaine Maxwell actually owns a very popular coffee brand, Maxwell House.
Maxwell House.
Yeah,
Nice. That's a crazy one.
yeah, it's pretty
No,
wild.
but and this is not a conspiracy theory either, but like her grandparents or something, Ghislaine Maxwell's grandparents are the Hill in McGraw Hill, the textbook company.
Oh, you
Oh,
know what?
what?
I was
Yeah.
thinking country singer for some. It was like McGraw.
Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. Yeah.
I've heard some McGraw Hill songs. Damn.
Yeah.
No wonder that shit sucks.
So
They got that online platform, so maybe that's why she was on Reddit. Like she's just trying to scope out how people are,
yeah.
stealing answers and stuff for quizzes.
If forgot to mention that she's very active on Chegg as well.
She's like the number one responder on GitHub. Reddit stock Reddit went open. They IPO'd like a month or two ago. They're at $58, which is about twice the price of GameStop.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
GameStop thing was a
Okay.
flash in the pan, I think. But
Still at
who knows?
$23. I went to a GameStop the other day because I had some time to kill after going to the Men's Warehouse to get measured up, and because it's just right there, and they had nothing that I wanted, and they're like the staffers were very not intelligent when it came to any of the questions I asked them. So
Yeah,
like, I don't
yeah,
know
that
how
sucks.
long they got, especially since they're not getting made no more.
So I have a question, and I would like some listener input as well. I own about $100 of GameStop credit,
Mhm.
and I would like to do something with it. So please
Okay.
suggest things for me to do with it. I don't really want to buy any video games. I was thinking about buying like Magic the Gathering cards, but they're more expensive at GameStop than they are anywhere else. But
You can get some Pop Funkos. You like those little Pop Funko guys? They sell those.
Mhm.
They have lots of
Yeah.
Pop Funkos.
no, I see. The thing is, I don't want junk. I don't
Yeah,
want junk, and I
you
think
want
that's what a
nerdy.
Funko Pop is.
Yeah, you want
Yeah.
nerdy paraphernalia. You want like a plushie of a Pokemon. They got it. You want Link, but he's like a little cartoon stuffed animal dude. Got him. You want a little
Right.
light that's looks like Master Chief. They probably got it. You know.
Master Chief the lamp.
So
Yeah,
you're
I
looking
don't
for
know.
something that's like equal parts useful and nerdy, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm
combination
looking
of
for.
nerdy and
I
useful.
You're looking for like a
like
Triforce wallet.
no, no, not a Triforce wallet. I just if anybody has any suggestions of like maybe is this credit transferable anywhere else? I guess I probably could walk in there and try to cash out, but then it's like the stuff
Yeah.
that they give me in cash is like half of that, and so that would just hurt me.
You
Mhm.
can you can almost buy a Charizard. You could almost buy a
Okay.
2023 Charizard. That's $119. You can buy a One Piece Nami book trading card from the One Piece trading card game, which exists.
Okay. Well, I need to do this, if their stock is going down, I need to offload this cash soon because if I don't know what happens to my $100 of GameStop credit if GameStop is no more. So
Because
Dude.
the only thing you're not allowed to buy with this $100 is a video game or a video game console, I assume. Right?
I was
It's
gonna
only-
say, like, what's stopping you from using that money to buy, like, does GameStop have like old Game Boys and stuff?
Well, yeah, of course. They got them.
Like, you could probably get a Game Boy Advance for $100.
But you can
I
get
have a
better
Game
than
Boy
GameStop.
Advance though,
That shit's
and I would
on-
like to get rid of it. In fact, I don't want any of this. You can play Game Boy Advance on your computer or whatever on your
I
phone.
guess you're
on your
right.
phone, bro. You can get a Star Wars, Clone Wars, Ahsoka cosplay snapback baseball hat for $13.
I can get did you say Ahsoka cosplay snapback?
Star Wars, Clone Wars, Ahsoka cosplay snapback baseball hat.
Okay. Well, if any of the listeners have other suggestions for things that I could buy, I don't really want a video game. I also don't want the Ahsoka Tano cosplay snapback hat or a
Baseball hat.
plushie Donkey Kong or anything. So let me know.
You want Red Dead
Maybe you could buy your
Redemption,
own.
game that came out 15 years ago?
Maybe you can buy your own GameStop franchise for $100.
Yeah, that could be good.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, this is $103, 98.78 if you're a pro. You can get Legend of Zelda Rupee paperweight set.
Is it cool? That
It
sounds like it could kind of be cool.
it looks like 3 gems. It looks like 3 little gems. So, like,
Okay.
you could get your subscription of Game Informer.
Ooh, I used to love Game Informer back in the day.
That's so funny, dude.
That was cool back in the day. Wow.
Yeah.
You can get a
Yeah.
Squirtle mug or a Kirby mug or Mario mugs. You can get a lamp that looks like a Minecraft block.
Okay.
Lots of Game Informer. Yeah, lots of game stuff. I don't know what else you're looking for at GameStop, bro.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I'm selling all these old games just to get rid of them. I was like, oh, I'm going to do the smart thing where I'm going to get the store credit because it's like double what I would get in cash, and now it's like I have this burden of not having the cash and having this money that I want to spend, but there's nothing to spend it on.
What about
So-
Star Wars: The Mandalorian Season 2 pint glass? $1.38.
Maybe I'll get one of those for $1. Why not?
You can get an acrylic Naruto lamp.
Okay.
Lots of Star Wars shit. It's got Pikachu's ass on it. You can get a waffle iron that's got Spider-Man on it. I can't see the actual iron itself, so I don't know if it makes Spider-Man shaped pancakes, but it's just got a sticker on it. But anyway,
I'll keep everybody updated as to what I get, because I went into GameStop the other day with the intention of spending $100, and I left without spending anything because I was like, well, "What is who's buying this stuff?" And I guess that's the issue.
Yeah.
Why their stock is down.
Dude, if you told yourself when you were like 9 that you're gonna go into GameStop with $100 and then you're gonna leave and not buy anything, you'd be pissed. You'd be like, I can get
$100. It's like, I'm behind on the consoles. Like if I had an Xbox whatever Series X, like I could spend money, but like in order to get there, to be able to buy the new games, I would have to invest like $500 in upgrading to the next level of gaming, which I can't do at the moment. So it's like I walk in there and it's, I have enough money to buy whatever I want for the Nintendo Switch, but like I don't want the Nintendo Switch.
You don't want Super Paper Mario?
No.
It just came out. Xbox is only $299, and you get Game Pass, which is like $10 a month. You get all the games.
That's still like a lot more than I currently have. So
you can get the new Assassin's Creed game, but you can't play it. You can just get it and like look at it.
Okay. Anyway, well, I'll keep everybody updated, and if anybody has any suggestions, let me know.
Yeah. So this is kind of already been a pretty news heavy episode. I feel like we've been delving into some current events and stuff here, but I do have one thing that I wanted to do. It's been a while since we did a true choose your news segment. So let's go ahead and do one of those right now. And this one, it's going to be an extra large edition because I have 5 articles and you guys are going to choose 2.
Oh,
wow. What an interesting new concept.
40% this time.
So I'm not sure how we're going to do this because there's only 3 of us and we have to decide between 5 articles. So it may just be each one of you guys gets to choose one. How about that?
We each get 1.5 votes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We each get 1.5 votes.
Set the night. You don't get. You chose them. You don't get the vote.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. All of these are from the Huffington Post. All right, and they're in their weird news category. All right. So our first one is Wisconsin man legally named D's nuts is arrested in domestic altercation. We have Punxsutawney Phil reveals the names of his 2 babies.
That's interesting. Okay.
That's interesting. Yeah.
We have Thai Town.
Congrats.
Thai Town launches plan to lock up marauding monkeys and send them away.
No, we did this. We did the monkeys.
Did we?
On the AI one. That's the same story for the AI monkeys.
We have New Orleans restaurant puts cicada salad on menu.
Oh,
I choose that one.
And then we have doctors remove 150 live bugs from Florida man's nose.
I vote not that one. I hard vote not that one.
yeah.
All right.
I'm picking
Florida
bug
man is
soup.
off the hook.
Give me the bug soup.
All right. We got one for bug salad.
I'm gonna vote for Punxsutawney Phil's Happy Family.
All right. All right. I like that. So we got some good shit and we got a little bit of maybe gross shit. So
Yay.
we'll start with New Orleans because Reed spoke up first. This is from April 19th. And it says, as the nation prepares for trillions of red-eyed bugs known as periodical cicadas to emerge, it's worth noting that they're not just annoying, noisy pests. If prepared properly, they can also be tasty to eat.
Okay.
Blocks away from such French Quarter fine dining stalwarts as Antoine's and Brennan's, the Audubon Insectarium in New Orleans has long served up an array of alternative insect-based treats at its Bug Appetit cafe overlooking the Mississippi River. Cinnamon bug crunch, chili fried waxworms, and crispy Cajun spiced crickets are among the menu items.
The crickets sound pretty decent. Like
Yeah. I mean, Cajun spiced anything, right?
Yeah, it's like a little
You can't
fries.
go wrong.
I'd rather take the Cajun fried grasshoppers or crickets over fried pickles. Like if I had the option between fried pickles or like fried mushrooms or fried crickets, I'd probably take the crickets because
I think that's a hot take. Like, I don't think a fried cricket would be bad. It would just be like eating breading, but like, I still think that that's a hot take.
Yeah, but I don't think a fried pickle tastes good. So, like, you know,
okay,
yeah,
yeah.
like popcorn.
I mean, I disagree when it comes to fried mushrooms. Fried mushrooms are incredible, but you know, it's your own prerogative. Whatever.
It's neither here nor there.
Bug life, bro. Bug future.
Periodical cicadas stay buried for years until they surface and take over a landscape. Depending on the variety, the emergence happens every 13 to 17 years. This year, 2 groups are expected to emerge soon, averaging around 1 million per acre over hundreds of millions of acres across parts of 16 states in the Midwest and South.
Yeah, we got to start eating those guys. I mean, that's like
eat or be eaten, right?
The yeah, you know how in the Bible, right? I'm not big Bible reader, but they're like, oh, it's a scourge of locusts or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you think about it, you could turn them on to salads, and then is it a scourge anymore? Not really.
See, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade.
It's
when
a
you
bounty.
Get a horde of locusts sent on you,
the feast.
Yeah, you make
a bounty of
salad.
locusts.
You know, laissez les bon temps bro. Give me them crickets.
So this says,
you like that one? That's a French joke for you.
Yeah.
They emerge when the ground warms to 64 degrees Fahrenheit, which is happening earlier than it used to because of climate change, entomologists say.
Entomologists.
Yeah, that's
I've never heard that one before.
That's a real. They tried real hard on that name. I'm an animalologist.
The bugs are brown at first, but darken as they mature. Recently, Zach Lamond, the Insectarium's curator of animal collections, has been working up cicada dishes that may become part of the menu. He donned a chef's smock this week to show a couple of them off, including a green salad with apple, almonds, blueberry vinaigrette, and roasted cicadas. Fried cicada nymphs were dressed on top of a warm mixture of Creole mustard and soy sauce.
Okay.
I do dragon fries in a similar manner, Lamont
Dragon
said.
fries?
Dragonflies.
Okay. I said dragon fries.
My bad. Lamont said as he used tweezers to plop nymphs into a container of flour before cooking them in hot oil. Depending on the type and the way they are prepared, cooked cicadas taste similar to toasted seeds or nuts. The Insectarium isn't the first to promote the idea of eating them. Over the years, they have appeared on a smattering of menus and cookbooks, including titles like Cicadalicious from the University of Maryland in 2004.
You go
every
to the
culture
gas
has
station and it's just a big old pot of boiled
boiled
cicadas.
cicadas.
Burled caters.
That's funny, dude. Every culture has things that they love to eat, and maybe things that are taboo or things that people just sort of wrinkle their nose and frown their brow at, Lamont said. And there's no reason to do that with insects when you look at the nutritional value, their quality on the plate, how they taste, the environmental benefits of harvesting insects instead of dealing with livestock. Um, Lamont has been working to make sure the Bug Appetit Cafe has legal clearance to serve wild caught cicadas while he works on lining up sources for the bugs.
Yeah,
He
farm to
expects this
table.
to what?
BYOC.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, there you go. He expects the spring's unusual emergence of two huge broods of cicadas to heighten interest in insects in general and in the insectarium, even though the affected area doesn't include southeast Louisiana. I can't imagine, given the fact that periodical cicadas are national news, that we won't have guests, both local and from outside New Orleans, asking about that, said Lamont, which is another reason I hope to have enough to serve it at least a few times to people. So there you
There's a
go.
bunch of them littered on the ground as I was walking around like yesterday, and like
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
hearing them, but you know what? I don't think they're that big right now. I remember like when I was a kid, there was like a similar locust or cicada emergence
Mhm.
happening, and there was a lot more of them. Like they were everywhere. Maybe it's still early. Maybe the
Yeah.
ground is only at like 61 degrees. There's
Mhm.
only a couple of early risers or something, but like I think we're overplaying this right now. At least there's not that
Dude,
many.
I don't think I can ever remember a time where cicada broods have not been overplayed.
Yeah. And it could be geographic, like, knock on wood, I don't want to see a cicada. Like, I don't mind insects, but they're too big. Like, they
Mhm.
kind of
Bro,
freak me out.
you have a box of bugs in your house.
I formerly had I've since
Oh, you
gotten rid
trade
of
that
the
in for
box of
GameStop
bugs, but
currency?
yeah, I took that. I feel like the overlap between people who love GameStop and people who have boxes of bugs is probably pretty strong.
Yeah,
The Venn
that's where
diagram,
Pokemon came from.
but yeah, I don't know geographically. I don't know where they're supposed to be the worst, but I don't think it's like in the South,
Yeah,
which
it
is
must be more of a
good.
Midwest thing.
It's probably too hot, but
Yeah, ground's always
um,
at 64 degrees.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
right.
never not 64. Um, if you guys had to pick a bug
Mhm.
to make a dish out of, what would it be? I think just because you misspoke, I think like dragonfly, it's definitely my favorite bug. I think
Oh
dragon
yeah,
fry is a great pun, but I like dragonflies and I don't think we need to be eating them. It needs to be more common than that, I think.
right. Yeah,
Yeah, do I have to preserve the shape of them? Because like
No.
I'd grind them crickets up into a powder, and if you throwing them in stuff,
you're going full. What's that train TV show?
supplement.
Train
Oh yeah,
movie?
yeah, like Snowpiercer. Grind that shit
Snowpiercer.
up, make some weird gelatinous bars of bug. You know what? Probably tastes gross, right? But
Mhm.
like maybe you got some kind of eating disorder, you like a binge eater or whatever. It's kind of like Huel, but Huel's made by people like not Huel or
You.
like Soylent, like
Yeah,
some
Uh-huh.
yeah,
people who don't like to eat. You just give them some bug bars, and they'll go crazy for the bug bar, the little
yeah. That's
gelatinous
right. All those
bar.
all those skinny health freaks out there. Just give them a bug smoothie. Let them go to town.
Yeah,
Save the good
Bug
food
not
for the
smoothie.
people who like food.
not vegan though, because it's a bug. Even
It's what I was gonna say. Like,
bugs are not animals to
w-
me.
would you give a vegetarian or vegan a pass if you like if you're say you're at a restaurant
Mhm.
with somebody who you are aware is like a vegan or vegetarian or whatever,
Yeah, they're
and
open
they order,
vegetarian.
yeah, they're open vegetarian, everybody knows about it, they order the cicada salad right in front of you, are you gonna like
Yeah.
say anything, or are you just gonna be like, oh, it's it doesn't,
No, because everybody knows cicadas don't have souls.
I,
right,
I'd be in the opposite way. If they were it's like I'm not going to eat the cicada salad because that's an animal. Then I'd be more likely to go off on them in that case
Yeah.
because it's a fucking bug and bugs don't have
yeah,
feelings. You know
Uh,
what? I could feel bad about eating a cow or a pig or a
Oh
chicken
yeah.
or like veal, which is still a cow, or lamb or any other kind of animal that we, factory farm out and whatnot. I don't give a fuck about bugs. Fuck bugs. Bugs are stupid. Like they have no
Yeah.
brains. Trash. Like you
Oh
can eat
yeah.
them whenever you want. I think bugs are probably the most ethical animal to eat because that's like the beginning of the food chain. That's like tier 2 food chain,
Mhm.
or
Yeah.
goes like sun, plant, bug, and then animal that
I'm
eats.
thinking.
Yeah, I think it depends on the bug,
I'm
but
thinking
yeah,
at
because
least.
they're like a lot of like as I said, like a dragonfly. I did have a box of bugs at one time, like dragonflies, and they're like mayflies, and a lot of like aquatic insects are like very endangered, so you can't be eating those. Anything that is like has eggs in the water and stuff like that, except for mosquitoes, but mosquitoes wouldn't make a very good meal.
Mm-mm.
But
Little funky.
basically, like everything else, you can eat it. Like if it's a beetle, you can eat it. They're
Oh, we're
like
factory farming
billions of
these
beetles.
motherfuckers. What are you talking
Yes.
about? These eggs are tiny. You can have a whole factory farm in like a studio apartment.
But you would need like a billion things. Like if you wanted to eat mosquitoes, you'd have to have like a billion mosquitoes.
Bro, an ant farm fits in a bread box. Like you're telling me like, you can't like have just like a whole counter full of ant farms and have a
Yeah, but it
building.
No,
would take like
you could do that.
3 ant farms to make
Yeah.
like one ant burger patty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna cut it up a little bit. We're gonna throw some fillers in, like flour or something. We're
Some
gonna
corn,
yeah,
beans,
yeah. Well, we're gonna space it out.
Sure.
These
Yeah.
bug bars aren't gonna be just
breadcrumbs.
100%. Oh yeah, we're gonna get some shit in there. Like there's no, we can't get all 100% pure bug bar. No way. What are we, Cliff? What are
What's the purpose of making it into a bar if it's 100% bug? You should
yeah,
just eat the bug.
eat the bugs, bro.
Yeah, I guess you're
Okay.
right. I was
Yeah,
gonna
this
say.
is kind of a gross.
Yeah. I was gonna say. I would go with something that's a little more aesthetically pleasing. I think
Okay.
maybe like ladybugs,
Mm.
like as
Okay.
sprinkles on a cupcake would be cool. Yeah.
Like a rhinoceros beetle soup, and they just have the little rhinoceros beetle head in there.
Yeah, you use it as a
Ooh.
spoon.
A little decoration type thing. Or you have eat those monkey brains from Indiana Jones too. You know
Sure. I don't think I've seen that one.
what? Oh, that's a prime VHS movie for you to
Yeah, if
watch.
I can find it, man. I
Indiana
need to look at
Jones.
eBay. Yeah, okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
But I guess let's go ahead and move on. Let's get off of bugs.
Let's choose a different
All
news
right.
story.
Yeah.
Well, we've already chosen.
Yeah,
It's
go.
Punxsutawney Phil
Let's hear it.
Yeah, let's go.
and his little babies.
You're the news guy.
So, Punxsutawney Phil's offspring now have names that just might help the famed weather forecasting groundhog to predict when spring will begin. Phil's human handlers chose Mother's Day to announce that the 2 kits born this spring to Phil and his partner Phyllis are named Sunny and Shadow. Sunny is a female and Shadow is a male.
Bro, come on. Should have been Phil Jr. and Philomena.
Shadow the groundhog. Each spring, Phil makes a prediction about the length of the remaining winter. According to tradition, if he sees this shadow, there will be 6 more weeks of cold. This year, Phil did not see a shadow and therefore predicted an early spring. These kits of his are not replacements. They're not the heir apparent. Dan McGinley, vice president of the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club Inner Circle, said in a phone interview
Wow.
Monday, Sunny and Shadow will not be part of the ceremony. It's still Phil's job. There's still only one Punxsutawney Phil.
At the
The
moment.
club received do it.
Yeah, go. Sorry.
The club received hundreds of suggestions for the pups' names. The final decision emerged after a one-on-one between Phil and the club's president, Tom Dunkel. Today,
You mean between Punxsutawney Phil
yeah,
and the
between
club
Phil
president?
and Tom,
They
yeah.
okay. They
They asked
discussed
it.
it.
They asked it. Today, the first family of groundhogs has grown. Punxsutawney Phil and wife Phyllis have 2 kits of their own, McGinley read from a scroll announcing the names of the pups born to royalty in a video posted on social media on Sunday. The babies were discovered in March by a club member who was feeding fruit and vegetables to Phil and Phyllis. The groundhog family lives in a climate-controlled burrow at the local library.
Hmm.
It-
Interesting.
It's kind of a cute story, though. I liked
Yeah.
Yeah, early spring, February 2nd.
I
Yeah.
I do want to say, so me and my girlfriend Jill, we go to the farmer's market about every Saturday.
Mhm.
And on the way from the parking lot to the place where they have the farmer's market is like this big grassy area. And there are like a whole bunch of groundhogs who live there. And so like every Saturday we get to see like multiple groundhogs. And
Okay.
it's excellent. Like they're such interesting little creatures.
Yeah, they look
Um,
strange.
and a lot of like, there are a whole bunch of people walking from this parking lot to the place where they have the farmer's market. And like nobody else is looking at these things. It's like they're just out there like running around, digging holes, like eating grass or whatever. Anyway, it's like a natural wonder that people aren't looking at. Also, apparently, according to the Wikipedia, groundhogs are exceptional among marmots because other marmots, such as the yellow-bellied marmot and the hoary marmot, live in rocky and mountainous areas, while the groundhog lives in woodlands and prairies.
Did Yosemite Sam come up with those names, bro?
Okay.
The
The
yellow
yellow-bellied
belly,
marmot.
the yellow bellied marmot, and the hoary marmot. No,
Yeah. So
marmots.
here's
Like
another
that.
little fun fact about groundhogs. According to phoenixwildlife.org, the gestation period of a groundhog is 31 to 32 days. And breeding season usually extends from early March to mid or late April. So it sounds like to me what probably happened here is that Phil went out on his big day, did a great
Mm.
job, and Phyllis was like, Phil, you're so hot. Let's
Then,
get it going.
then he came back and did an even better job.
Yeah, that's right. And
Phyllis
then
was watching
32
on the
days later.
TV as the prediction was happening. She said, I saw you on TV. You did great.
He punctured
Yeah,
Patty.
exactly. Oh man.
Yeah. Well, groundhogs are an extremely intelligent animal, forming complex social networks able to understand social behavior, form kinship with their youngs, understand and communicate threats through whistling, and work cooperatively to solve tasks such as burrowing.
Mm,
So they were probably
nice.
whistling at each other to communicate. That's what Tom was doing to Phil when they were meeting about the names of the
Right,
children.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder what Sunny sounds like in Groundhog.
that's a good question.
Who knows?
So
Who knows? We're no experts. You're the Duolingo guy, Seth.
Mhm.
Get on it, man.
they don't have groundhog on there yet. They do have like
You gotta get
Klingon
you need
and
Batman for that.
Dothraki and Elvish or whatever, but they don't have groundhog. So
See, Klingon and the Lord of the Rings elf language makes like a smidgen more sense to learn, like 0.1 more sense to learn, like than the Dothraki, right? Because at least you got like 60 years worth of shit and content to watch, like to get
yeah,
through for Lord of the Rings and whatever. But you just got
Mhm.
one lame ass book series that's not even done.
yeah.
Right.
Well, I think all of those theoretically would be easier to learn than any other foreign language because they're all based in English, right? Because that's the language of the people who made it,
That's what they say about
right?
us. Yeah, we're based in English.
So anyway, also Sean Kingston got arrested. That's the other news story that I wanted to bring up.
Nice.
So
Was he
Shout
suicidal?
out.
They got him on suicide watch.
he might be.
Oh, jeez.
She said it was over.
Yeah, she said it was over. Yeah, he and his mom got arrested. So
Oh damn!
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he brings up his mom in any songs, but yeah.
I've only heard one by him. I think. I think he's got anything else.
No, there's also fire burning.
Oh yeah,
Somebody
yeah,
called 911.
yeah,
Sean
yeah.
is fire
On me.
burning on the
Call
text.
911 on me because I need to be arrested right now.
Somebody called 911 because I stole $1 million with my mom for some
Nice,
reason. So,
nice. I
Damn.
love that.
Okay. All
so
right.
anyway,
I think you also
that's a news update from us this week.
yeah, there's all your news and stuff. You know what?
Yeah, Reed, you didn't even play the breaking news sound once.
Yeah, I was trying to, but like this shit had an update, so it works now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like it wasn't working when we were doing the news thing. I just did the update right now. It's like this shit's not
Right.
working. I'm like spamming on the buttons trying to get it over to like the spot that's got it on there. Wasn't
Should we
working.
just go back through the headlines so that we have something really good for marketing?
Yeah,
input
go.
clip
Yeah,
here?
yeah. Read it again. Read it again. Yeah, do the
Oh
choose your
shit! I
news
already
thing.
closed the tabs. Damn, let me go to my freaking history, dude.
Bum ass diner in New Orleans makes bug salad. Punxsutawney Phil, a made up, bullshit groundhog, has 2
Yeah.
kids with bullshit names.
Here we go. I got it. You ready? You ready?
Dude gets a
This
bunch
week-
of bugs in his nose.
Tonight at 9 p.m., Punxsutawney Phil reveals the names of his 2 babies. And New Orleans restaurant puts cicada salad on menu. Bug appetit? That's all I have. That's it. That's all there was.
Well, you can follow
All
us
right.
everywhere. We're at FK the Pod. That's on X, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Threads, and on Gmail. fkthepod@gmail.com.
That's right. Email us. Tell us what kind of bugs you would eat.
Yeah, listen and watch our shit on YouTube because we got our new outro, our new song of the summer style outro, snap
Oh,
clap
yeah.
country beat song coming on the end of the podcast now that we made as part of White Boy Summer. You'll get that every week.
We got Post Malone and who is the other guy? Morgan Wallen on
Morgan
there.
Wall, the other guy. These are the most popular
Yes.
chair thrower in the world right now.
Yeah. He should be in WWE. They should get him.
And you should get at us where we said to get at us. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas, pod over.
FKA the pod, your ultimate investment. SKA the pod, bringing you the real, no sugarcoating, just raw appeal. Join us every week. Tune in and see FKA the pod, where we set you free.